Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Arya Bhatt Academy, Vadodara, India. Dear friends, every now and then we are coming across news of forest fires in some part of the globe, which is very alarming as it is further escalating the global warming. Global warming is also one of the major factors responsible for this increase in wildfires. It has become a vicious cycle trap. The global warming creates dried out vegetation, dry leaves, dry dead grasses and dry tree barks by rapidly reducing their moisture, which enhances the possibility of frequent and bigger forest fires. The dried up vegetation acts like a giant mass of kindling. The increased forest fires in turn results in the increased emission of carbon dioxide, which is responsible for the rise in temperature, hence contributing to global warming. So, we need to break this vicious cycle by reducing global warming by reducing our dependence on fossil fuels and also take other measures to reduce the greenhouse gas emission, thereby reducing global warming, which in turn will reduce the possibility of wildfires. One of the most prevalent causes of global deforestation and the destruction of wildlife is forest fire. The climate change has also become the main factor which intensifies the frequency and intensity of hurricanes, heat waves, droughts, and wildfires. These events endanger human lives, our ecosystems, and infrastructure as well. In this video we will be highlighting the various factors responsible for the forest fires across the globe and the resulting devastating consequences because of these wildfires. We will also be discussing some solutions as well, which if implemented by the local government authorities can surely reduce the forest fires. So, if you are also concerned about our planet Earth, then please watch this video up till end and do share it with your friends and relatives. In the recent years, northern high-latitude regions are warming at a faster rate, contributing to longer fire season with higher frequency and severity of forest fires in the taiga or snow forests, which is shifting the forest dynamics by turning the snow forests from carbon sink to becoming source of carbon emissions. As per the latest data, in the past 20 years the frequency and intensity of the forest fires have increased quite drastically. The wildfires are becoming more widespread, burning nearly twice the tree cover as compared to 20 years back. As per the study by researchers, the forest fires result in tree cover loss of more than 3 million hectares per year as compared to the year 2001 and has accounted for more than 1/4 of all tree cover loss over the past 20 years. The year 2021 was one of the worst years for wildfires, causing 9.3 million hectares of tree cover loss globally. While the forest fires can start naturally, the wildfires are often caused by humans. As per the statistics, in 85 to 90% of the cases forest fire is due to carelessness by humans, and in 10 to 15% of the cases it is due to natural causes like lightning or volcanic lava eruption. In the natural causes, lightning is the biggest natural cause of forest fires. The lightning strokes of high electric voltages cause fire through directly igniting dry vegetation. The forest fires due to lightning are quite common, especially after dry seasons when the dead vegetation and the fallen leaves in the forest are totally dry without any moisture. The forest fires due to lightning destroy more vegetation than human-caused forest fires, because lightning forest fires occur in the remote areas of the forest far from human presence, which are not noticed in time, unlike fires caused by human activities. Also, the forest fires caused by lightning sometimes occur in rough terrains and dangerous places, which makes it hard for the fire personnel and fire suppression equipment to reach the place of fire on time. In rare occurrences, the volcanic activities such as lava eruptions and lava flow can also cause fires, which are difficult to put out because of the lava flow and other associated risks. Deforestation associated with agricultural expansion also results in reduced capacity of atmosphere to absorb carbon dioxide, which contributes to higher temperatures and hence dried out vegetation, which creates additional fuel, allowing fires to spread more quickly. In some regions, fire is used to clear the land for new pasture or for agricultural purpose, and accidentally that fire spreads into surrounding forests, and the drier conditions causes fires to rage out of control. In the human causes, increased human activities near or within forested areas are the #1 factor responsible for the increase in the forest fires. Smoking near vegetation can cause a widespread fire when a smoker throws a cigarette into vegetation without completely extinguishing it. While most smokers throw lit cigarettes innocently, but their actions have caused several forest fires throughout the history. Some fires may take a few hours before being noticed as the fire starts small and spreads slowly at first before gaining momentum. The equipment such as machinery used in woodlogging and hunting can also cause fires. The bullets hitting on some dry vegetation may also result in fires. Petroleum products used in woodlogging equipment can also cause fires when there is a petrol leak onto the vegetation. The other causes include the campfires that are not well monitored or not put off entirely before leaving. Electric short circuits from facilities or the electricity plants near forests can also cause fires. In some extreme cases, people have deliberately caused fires during hunting to corner wild animals while others burn forests to clear the way for agriculture or other development activities. In many cases, firefighters try to create a buffer zone where they can manage the fires, but spontaneous combustion of dry leaves and vegetation may also be responsible for some fire outbreaks. Whatever may be the reason, but the wildfires are destroying our forests, which are not only lungs for us as they provide us oxygen, but they also play a big role in reducing the carbon dioxide in the environment, which is one of the greenhouse gases, which controls the global warming. How can we control or at least reduce the frequency of occurrence of forest fires? The phrase prevention is better than cure can be written here as prevention is better than controlling the full-fledged fire, because once the fire spreads and engulfs big part of the forest, then it can be very difficult to control the same because of the rough terrains or because of the remote places, where it can be hard for the fire personnel and fire suppression equipment to reach the place of fire. So, it is better to be proactive and take preventive measures in advance to avoid occurrence of wildfires or to contain it at the initial stage itself. They can cause extensive damage to not only properties, plants, and atmosphere but also to animals and human lives. So, it is better to take preventive actions in advance to reduce the probability of forest fires. The heads of all the governments across the globe need to take stringent measures as mentioned ahead to prevent forest fires on war footings, otherwise it will be too late to reverse the devastation and damage to Earth's atmosphere caused by these forest fires. First and foremost, the illegal deforestation must be stopped at any cost, and legal deforestation also should be controlled because this is also one of the factors that perpetuates these forest fires. Climate change plays a very important role in driving more frequent and intense forest fires. So, we need to reduce the greenhouse gas emission to break the vicious cycle, for which all the countries will have to take stringent action and bring significant transformation across all the systems so as to become carbon neutral at the earliest. Controlling the human activity in and around the forests can also play a very significant role in reducing the forest fires. The campfires should be allowed in the designated areas only, away from the main forests with a buffer zone in between, that too with prior permission from the local authority. These designated areas should be monitored through surveillance cameras, and it should have all the necessary firefighting equipment in case of any accidental fire. Strict rules should be laid down for using the designated areas, defaulters should be penalized heavily and frequent defaulters should be barred to enter the designated areas. Buffer zones should also be created between the areas of the forest in which woodlogging is allowed legally and the denser part of forest where woodlogging is not allowed, so that if by chance there is any fire during woodlogging, then it should not spread beyond that area to the denser part of the forest, and which can be controlled easily. The local authorities also need to implement strict fire prevention policies, which can be one of the crucial ways to prevent forest fires. They also need to undertake awareness campaigns by educating people at the community level on fire safety measures and the causes of fires and how to reduce human-initiated fire incidences. As we know that to kindle a fire requires 3 components: fuel, heat source, and oxygen. In the case of forest fires, we don't have any control over the oxygen which is available in abundance. Heat sources such as sun, a hot bolt of lightning, a smoldering matchstick or a burning cigarette can supply enough heat to spark a fire in the dried forest during the summer season. Here also we can control the burning cigarette or matchstick, but we don't have any control over the natural sources, the sun or the lightning in the forest. We can also control the supply of fuel like the dry dead grass, dry leaves and dry tree barks to some extent by getting them collected before and during the dry summer season, especially in the forests where pine trees and other trees containing flammable oils are present. At the Indian Institute of Technology, Mundi in the state of Himachal Pradesh, in India, the researchers have developed a machine in which the dry pine needles are used to make briquettes or pallets, which is used as fuel, thereby reducing the cutting down of trees by villagers for fuel purpose. The state government is also providing subsidy for installing these machines for making biomass briquettes or pallets. This is not only protecting the forests from fires but it is also giving employment to the locals. The Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami of Uttarakhand state in India, has announced to buy pine needles known as pirul in the local language, from the villagers at the rate of ₹50 per kilogram. By collecting the dry pine needles, which contains flammable oils and acts like mass of kindling, will not only save the forests from fires but will also strengthen the economic condition of the villagers. Using pine needles, the scientists and researchers of G.B. Punt University of Uttarakhand have also successfully developed valuable biogrease which can be used in lubricating the ball bearings of machines and bioresin which can be used as adhesive for pasting plywood in furniture. If you are also concerned about the global warming due to the emission of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere and strongly feel that the local authorities in your area or your country need to implement these measures to prevent forest fires, then please share this video with your friends and relatives so that ultimately it reaches to the right person who can bring about the change. If you have any novel idea to prevent forest fire, then please do share with us. Thanks for watching. If you want to see such videos on issues related to depleting limited resources on Earth, then please do subscribe to our channel and also press the bell icon. Okay then, see you all with a new video. Until then, stay safe, fit and healthy.